word on the street is that Snow White may be in trouble. It may be frozen at the box office. See
Snowed in.
Dang it. Okay. It opens with 43 million at the box office, which isn't terrible. It's not terrible. I wouldn't even call this a flop. But the problem is that if you know anything about like movie budgets and stuff like that, the budget was over 250 million, which means for this movie to break even, usually like with advertising and things, that it just has to make double its budget. So that's 500 million at the box office, and it opened at 43 million.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you mean?
I'm kidding. It's terrible.
In this house, we support Rachel Zegler. In this house, we stand our DEI princesses. But also, here's the thing. We gotta be real on this podcast. We gotta be honest with you. I'm supporting Rachel Zegler. I haven't seen the movie, but I hope she does well. I'm not really a fan of live action remakes either.
Yeah.
And I'm not really. It's one of those things where if my nieces wanted to go, then I'd be like, okay, I'll take you. You know what I mean? But there's no really incentive for me to like go on my own, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Have you seen Snow White, Derek?
I haven't seen it yet, and but I think you touch on a really good point there, which is that for a lot of these live actions, because they're remakes, you need the buy-in from the adults that are in charge,
right?
That are spending the money buying the tickets, and I think a lot of them don't have that sort of weight to them. Like I don't think a lot of them have that appeal in being in live action. I always bring up Aladdin as an example because I think that one made money.
Will Smith, yeah,
right.
The Will Smith is the adult draw to that.
Yeah, exactly. It had Will Smith on it, and then visually it was decent enough to not turn people off from the trailers. You fast forward a few years now, and you've got Snow White, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at with those dwarfs, right? Like,
yeah.
What? And then you've got like very specific culture war and actual war politics part of the conversation as well, with the actors being cast. Rachel Zegler, because she's
right.
A woman of color, she's Latina. Why is she not white? And then you've got Gal Gadot in her support of Israel and all that kind of stuff. So it's literally pissed off everybody that you can piss off,
right?
Across the like political spectrum. And then on top of that, you've got the people that are just like unhappy because they're gonna hate every live action, and they don't like theater kids, so they hate everything Rachel Zegler says.
Here's the thing. I weirdly, I don't think I'm not sure if the politics really affected this movie.
I think it was minor, yeah.
Because like Rachel Zegler, thank goodness, was really open about her support of the Palestinian people. And if you don't know, Gal Gadot is from Israel and served in the Israeli Army IDF. And I'm wondering, I am like, I would say I'm 80% sure that these discussions are mainly happening online.
Yeah. Kids aren't, or parents aren't like, I'm not going to take them because of, the support for this. I think.
Yes.
And to be fair too, I think it's like mandatory military service over there. It's not like she signed up and enlisted in the army either. I think she had to. Everybody does.
Right. Yeah. I want to be clear. This is not a hit against the importance of this movement. Not at all. But I noticed a lot with the election that happened, and like the most recent election, that this issue was, for the majority of Americans, not a deal breaker for their decision one way or the other. For a lot of people, which is unfortunate. And I don't know if that specifically affected Snow White. And I'm wondering if the online discussion, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it hurt it or helped. It doesn't help it. I would say.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't help.
absolutely. It distracts it, and I think the issue is, and now that reviews are coming out that the movie's been released and stuff, from what I've seen, is that Gal Gadot is the issue, but not because of her politics. Literally
She's
because
just a
of
bad actress.
yeah. And I think what they were maybe going for is the Dwayne Johnson effect, the Will Smith effect, where it's like that star power that brings people in, but Dwayne Johnson can get away with his acting ability. Will Smith can get away with his acting ability. Actually, no, Will Smith is a good solid actor, right?
Oscar-winning actor,
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah. So they have that balance a little bit more in check, where they may not be the greatest actor in the world, but they have the star power, so they're willing to kind of trade up for the star power or trade down in acting ability for the star power. I don't think Gal Gadot has that, especially with this being like a musical. I saw somebody talking about, like, if you're gonna play a Disney villain in a musical, you better bring it. Like, you better bring that, because it's part of like the dynamic of these Disney stories, and you're already remaking it. That's already kind of like a big risk. So, at least do something there.
Is there a different actress that could have played Gal Gadot's part better? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Danny DeVito.
That's the evil queen. That's the evil queen.
Yeah, that's a meme I saw. No. Yeah, I'm sure there probably could have been one, right? Adele Dazeem.
That
right?
could put butts in seats.
Yeah, that's a different story then, I guess.
You're like, oh shit, it's them. I'm gonna like go out and see it because of them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, because it's, if you're saying like if you only replaced her.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm not sure that would have fixed anything.
I have one. Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
Sandra Bullock. As an older actress that could get your mom and dad, like, oh shit, Sandra Bullock's back in movies.
Yeah, and it's kind of a hard rebrand, though.
Yeah.
It's a pivot for her, but like, if she
you'd
could
be
pull
kind
it
of
off.
surprised if Sandra Bullock was like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You would want to see that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
See? Yes,
that's
Pretty Woman becomes the evil queen.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
It writes itself.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. I think maybe also like oh wait, she already played Charlize Theron. She played the evil queen, right?
Yes, she did in Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I just think it's also based off of some of the reviews that I've seen too, is that it feels soulless, and I think part of that it shows in the trailers and the promotional material, where it just very much feels like, let's just get this movie out, and the CGI dwarves don't help.
It really felt like it was we barely saw any trailers. We didn't even see the dwarves, which is honestly, like, if you're gonna remake Snow White, I feel like the dwarves are the selling point, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
And
there's
spoiler alert. Do you want a spoiler
for Snow White?
Yeah.
We all know the story of Snow White. What happens?
But there's like a big change that they made.
Have you seen it?
No, but I got
spoiler
because I'm on the internet, bro. I stay scrolling. I'm still scrolling.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Spoiler alert if you're listening. Dopey talks.
Wait.
Yeah.
Does he not talk?
Yeah. He never talked.
Is he not supposed to talk?
Yeah, he never talked. But then in this one, yeah, he doesn't talk. I guess it was a play on like, he's too dumb to talk. So he never talked.
Does Dopey talk?
No.
Wait, okay, I'm having flashbacks to Latvia.
Yeah, here we go again.
Listen, actually, you know what? I need to address something on this podcast.
Do it.
For the people that were coming at me for Latveria and Latvia. Listen, it's a common mistake to make. And everyone who's not in America who saw that clip, all right, what's the difference between Virginia and West Virginia. Oh, you didn't know there were two? How many Dakotas are there? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I bet you can't name all 5 of the Californias that we have.
Exactly. We have Kansas and Arkansas. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Name one U.S. city that isn't New York or Miami
or Texas or anything like that. Like, come on, man. Like, give me a break. We all learn something new every day. Oh wait, Dopey doesn't talk.
Yeah. So in Snow White, he talks, and apparently he doesn't talk throughout the whole movie. But then at the end, there's like a little like Captain America style speech. You know, the price of freedom isn't cheap.
Oh my God.
And when she's done talking, the camera just like cuts to Dopey, and he smiles, and he's like, "Let them try." Yeah. And then the video I saw was of that happening in a theater, and when he talked, the audience like had like an Avengers cap picking up the hammer moment. Yeah, they were like shocked. It was really funny. So like I think the intentions behind this movie were good. I think if you're a kid and you want like a good example on screen of like a person trying to do right and approach things with care and love and joy and empathy, then this is a fine movie for a child. As like cinema, probably not. You know, there's probably too much studio interference, too much drama, too much noise, and it got in the way. And then we ended up with a soulless remake of an animated classic.
You know what they should have done? This is Justin's pitch corner. Everyone sit down real quick. Here's what they should have done. Stop making live action movies. Hear me out. Mr. Iger, if you're listening, I have a pitch for you. Remember Wreck-It Ralph 2? I'm sure you're familiar. It was during your time. And remember the thing that went viral in that movie? It wasn't Ralph. It wasn't Sarah Silverman. What's her name? Vanellope Von Sweets. It was the Disney princess scene where they're all together. Hear me out. Don't make Wreck-It Ralph 3. Just make a Disney princess movie set in the world of Wreck-It Ralph. And then they all go into each other's movies. That's all you need, you know? Like, and then you have them team up, right? So like,
Let me stop you right there. The internet already hates you because of Latveria and Latvia.
Oh,
please
my
do
gosh.
not pitch a shared cinematic universe of Disney princesses. Don't
do it.
It's
already shared. They already did it. It's like it's a piece of cake. You don't need the controversy of like,
but they did it on
Snow
the
White,
internet.
Snow White. No, like, but think about it. And then their movies could be improved or not improved with other princesses there. You know what I mean? So like
they could do like a Back to the Future 2 style where it's like behind the scenes.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, okay, like the classic Snow White scene where she has to be smooched to be woken up, right? And then like, I don't know, Anna is in the bushes. Like, whoa, what about consent? See, that'd be funny. You'd see.
I don't know, Justin. That sounds woke to me. Consent sounds woke.
Oh my gosh. Or I don't know, like Tiana's making something like really good.
Whoa, woke.
Listen, hear me out. Like Tiana's making something good, and then Pocahontas is like, "Oh, what'd you make this out of?" And then Pocahontas is like, "Wait, is this all my friends in the forest?" Ooh, controversy, conflict.
Oh shit. Yeah, and it's one of those like, and then it just like they don't address it. That's true. That is it. There's potential there. I think it's Disney does this thing where it's like, okay, we're just gonna go full R-rated, or like innuendos or whatever, PG-13, and lean into that, or protect the brand at all cost. So I think that might dilute the brand too much for them to want to do it.
It would dilute the brand. You can make theme parks out of this. And then think about it, and they all get cool modern outfits, and all the cosplayers and people and the Disney Bounder people, they'll be so happy. Just trust me. You'll make $1 billion overnight. Call me. Bye-bye.
We'll see. We'll see. You have our number.
He better have my number. I've been sending it to him along with the packages. Anyways, let's keep it rolling.